Good evening, everybody. My name is Kim, and welcome back to Bookmarks and Breadsticks. Hi, and welcome back to Bookmarks and Breadsticks. My name is Kim, and I specialize in everything in the food writing space, culinary nonfiction, what other terminology have we heard? Food writing, food memoirs, culinary nonfiction, and so on. First, a big thank you for Olive over at A Book Olive for including me on her list of new booktubers to watch. As Olive has described, I am a super niche booktuber. Not only am I a booktuber, a nonfiction booktuber, but I very much am specialized in this food and culinary nonfiction space. I love it here. You should join me. But I just wanted to give her a big thanks. It has connected me with more people than ever in this bookish community, and I am so, so grateful to you. I wanted to bring you my May TBR. Now, May has a lot of books, but I'm only unwrapping one from my TBR. Why? I've committed myself to something called Springathon, which is a readathon that's 2 weeks long that specializes in books in nature and science in the nonfiction space. The dates for it are May 1st through the 14th, and it's Read a Nature Nonfiction Book. The group is doing a group read of The Way Through the Woods by Long Wit Woon, which I did pick up a copy of, so I will be reading this month. I'll link in the description below the announcement video that I found from Curious Reader on BookTube. So this is the first book I'll be reading for Springathon. It's my first time participating. There are 4 prompts for Springathon, and I have tried to pick a book that matches each. There's a duology, a duo of prompt. So first prompt is Migration Home, second is Bloom and Decay, third is Forage and Hibernate, and the fourth is Buzz and Stillness. So The Way Through the Woods is on mushrooms and mourning. So I think you can use that for forage. And then I have Entangled Life, How Fungi Make Our Worlds Change Our Minds and Shape Our Futures by Merlin Sheldrake. This is also about mushrooms. So I plan on using this for the Bloom and Decay prompt. For Migration Home, I plan on reading Mark Kurlansky's, sorry, I have to move all these books around. Mark Kurlansky's book about salmon. I think of the salmon migrations, upstream survival. I think that's gonna be a great book for that prompt. So the only prompt I really have left is Buzz and Stillness. And for that, I am gonna be reading, if I can not drop my piles, Braiding Sweetgrass. This is by Robin Wall Kimmerer. This is from and owns Voices. She is an Indigenous person, and she is a mother scientist, decorated professor, and an enrolled member of the Citizen Potawatomi Nation. Her first book, Gathering Moss, was awarded the John Burroughs Medal for Outstanding Nature Writing. So I'm very excited to read more about this. This, I guess, is also part of foraging, but I've heard a lot that this book will invoke a feeling of stillness, because there's such a respect for the environment and nature. Maybe it's a stretch, I don't know. I won't really know till I read it. And to finish off Springathon, I have another book that doesn't really fulfill any prompts, but it is the Best American Science and Nature Writing for 2020. And I think this is another great book to have during this readathon. Now, I know the readathon's only 2 weeks, but all of the announcement videos I've been watching say, yeah, it's only 2 weeks, but we're probably gonna extend it to the end of the month and keep reading nature writing. So that makes me feel confident that I can get through these 5 books by the end of May, hopefully. Another book I am reading just came out last week. It is Crying in HMart by Michelle Zauner. This is a memoir, and if you didn't know already, on May 22nd, I will be coming back from a break to host our second ever Feasting Females live show with my ladies from Feasting Females 1. We are all returning to talk about the New Yorker article with the same name, Crying in HMart. That New Yorker article predates this memoir, written by the same person. So if you want to join us on May 22nd, you can read that article in the New Yorker, and that's what we're going to talk about. I'm just taking it the extra step because I've been waiting for this book, and as the moderator, I also feel like I want to be super prepared. So I'm going to read this. I got it this month. I had pre-ordered it, and it's signed, so I'm super, super excited. So that is 6 books so far. For the 7th book, I want to read one of the ARCs I received this month. I received Why We Cook, Women on Food, Identity, and Connection. I got this from Workman Publishing. And Workman Publishing. And I am just super excited to read this. It looks like it's going to be an easy read in the sense that it's got lots of interviews, so I can read an interview, put it down, read an interview, put it down, and etc. The next book that I'm starting this month, but probably will not finish this month, is Anthony Bourdain and Lori Woollever's World Travel, an Irreverent Guide. Now, this is the last book that Anthony Bourdain had started before he died by suicide. This is the book I will be reading out loud to Dan as part of our like nightly buddy reading. And it's a chonker, so it's probably gonna take me a year. It took us a year to finish a book about the delicatessen, and it was like half the size of this. So while I'm starting it this month, it's not one of those books that I'm gonna be upset if I don't finish this month. It's Anthony Bourdain. I want to cherish this. Dan wants to cherish this. He's a big Bourdain fan as well. Putting that on display, that book. And finally, it wouldn't be right if I didn't at least unwrap one book off the TBR, right? So this one says history number 8. So maybe it's a micro history of some kind. Oh, here we go. Extra Virginity, The Sublime and Scandalous World of Olive Oil by Tom Mueller. I am very excited to read this. I believe I can get this also unscribed and listen to it as an audiobook, which means it's going to be easier for me. Because sometimes when I'm at work, I have to do a lot of data analytics, and updating spreadsheets means I can also multitask and listen. So there you go. In total, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 books. So in total, I have 8 books for the month of May. I don't actually know with full confidence I'll be able to read them all. Now, I did read 13 books in the month of April, but some of those books were graphic novels, some of them were short. I'm also potentially moving this month, maybe finally, if the lawsuit stuff figures itself out. So I might lose a whole week. That was part of why I'm taking 2 weeks off from BookTube, is I don't want to have the stress of trying to create content while in the middle of a move. So maybe that means I'll get more reading done. Also, with Dan and I driving from Illinois to New York, there's 9 hours in the car. Maybe I can convince him to listen to one of these. I'll probably let him pick, that way he feels more in control. But last time we had a long car ride, we ended up listening to 16 episodes of Gastropod, which is a great podcast about food and science. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. These are all of the books I'm reading this month. Can I do it? I don't quite know, but I'm excited. If you haven't already, I would love for you to hit like and subscribe below. If you haven't heard already, I will be hosting a live show on May 8th to celebrate my 1 year on BookTube. I will also be giving away 2 of the Read It and Eat Persian themed boxes. This is a giveaway available for anyone in the US or Canada. If you end up winning and you're outside of the US or Canada, I will work with you to find a gift card so that you can receive a copy of Marjane Satrapi's Persepolis, her graphic memoir, Volume 1, which is the featured book within the Persian themed box. So if you haven't already, you have to be subscribed, like this video, leave a comment. The more times you like and leave a comment on the numerous videos I have going up between now and May 7th, multiple chances to win. I hope you're well, wear a mask, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.